you left, I came in here and it was just like rain.
Billy's mom's getting an ear wash. I got the professional, so no one can yell at me this time. You don't hate me, you tolerate me. I give you my heart.
Your achy breaky heart?
Morning, guys. It is Wednesday morning. It rained last night because everything wasn't wet enough already. It's kind of a slushy, mucky mess. And we're supposed to get snow for the rest of the day and for tomorrow. I left the barn yesterday afternoon. There was so much water because everything had melted. I tried my best to get some of the heavy off just with the scraper, and it was just, I was kind of wearing most of it, so I gave up. I waved the white flag. I'm gonna wait till she's done feeding and see what it looks like. I wanna get it as clean as we can because water today will be ice tomorrow and I don't want any accidents. I don't want anybody slipping. All right, if you guys missed the last video, we have been, all this week, we've been, can't stand out of that light. We have been hoof trimming and vaccinating my group that's due in March. Now it's kind of made up of two groups. I have mature ewes, and there was I think 98 of those. They are all done. We finished that yesterday. It took us only 2 days, which is kind of a record. So we're only left with 24 little ewe lambs. This is Cinnamon and Kinky's group. So they shouldn't take long. I'm a little concerned, however, if there's too much water still laying there, we may have to spread some straw down. I don't know what it is about sheep math, but they think when they see a wet puddle, they think it's a big black hole and that they will fall into the big black hole and they will not move. So Kinsey will be put to work today if they don't want to go, but we may just have to bed it up. Oh, I think it's drying up actually. Not really.
Left, I came in here and it was just like rain.
You want it all covered?
Think?
Well, now maybe because they're gonna think now that this is the black hole. Just lightly, so they see a bottom. They're ewe lambs, they may go, but you're so happy.
Gentle. Shy. Oh, I guess Shy will go get the stuff, eh? All right. All done. Go. Keep going. Oh, you're so little. We are doing what we did in our last video, so I'm not gonna kind of repeat what I said there, but you can go check out the last video. We're hoof trimming and vaccinating, and I explained it all in the last video. I just don't want to bore the ones that have already seen it. Makes this part easier. Okay. Lucy, you are gonna be stinky tonight. Hoof trimming is done for another session, which is sweet. So that was 122 is what I have on my counter. They did good. They look good. Conditioning's good on these ladies. There's a few udders actually blooming in this pen, which is a little disturbing. So hopefully they're just early bloomers and it doesn't mean there's going to be babies, because I know for a fact there wasn't breakouts, and I know I've said that before, but I double checked with Carissa today. I said, for sure there was no breakouts, right? She said, yes, for sure there was none. So anyways, last time they were late, this time it's looking like they might be early. And there's a lot of work between now and then before I am remotely ready for lambs. Oh, Billy's mom's getting an ear wash. That little moment right there just reminded me of when Kinsey was a puppy, and I put this on Twitter. So this has been on Twitter for a few years now. And it was when Billy's mom had just had her first shear. I wonder if you can see it here. I'm gonna see if you can. Aww. They were both just little puppies. How are you, honey? You are so striking when you're sheared. I just think you're gorgeous. I just think you're gorgeous. I know. You don't love me. You don't hate me. You tolerate me. Okay, bye. Yuck. Lucy's gone. Bye. Morning guys, it's Thursday. Today is actually going to be a busy day. We have Rex on his way, my vet, and Rex hasn't been here for a while. We usually do most of our communications, too bright for this first thing in the morning. We usually communicate via text, pictures, and a lot of phone calls. So today is good. It's kind of a journey we're doing with this Maedi Visna testing. We discovered that we indeed have Maedi Visna in the flock. You can Google Maedi Visna, but it's not a great bug. So this is the beginning of that journey for me. We'll see what he comes up with. We are going to take blood work off the ewes that are pregnant here, so the ones I just got finished hoof trimming. And then this afternoon, depending on how we feel, it will be the big divorce for the breeding group. So it's already been 21 days, if you can believe that. She's homesick for the guy that dotes over her every day. That would not be me. Hey? I got 2 dogs I have to share love between.
On that one? Almost hit it like I didn't want to. Like, show that one.
Only get the good ones. It's not rat. We scared Rex away, so now it is a few hours later. It is time for the big divorce, so the Rams have been in with the girls for 21 days, which means it's time to split sew. We're dumping the Rams back over and putting them in their own pen. Ewes are going to go in the center alley for a hot minute, and then we're going to resort all these pens after we're done. All right. I shouldn't laugh. Oh, they're fine. All right, kids.
Vlog.
I love it when you call me in the middle of the day.
Yeah, I like to distract you from working.
Well, I was planning.
Oh, it's ideal. I don't want to study.
You're procrastinating.
Call you instead.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
Okay, say bye to the vlog.
Bye, vlog.
What a day. It's been a good week. It's been very busy, which I love. I love it when I can put stuff on a planner and actually stick to it and not forget. Chris always reminds me of a few things here and there. I tell her she fills the gaps in my brain, which is perfect. I asked Instagram here just to ask Rex questions while I had him here. I'm going to answer it. You're going to answer this one. Does the flock's wool loss possibly track back to Maedi Visna?
Definitely not. Very likely we have a lice problem in the sheep causing them to be itchy and scratch their wool.
This is a good one. Should the lambs nurse from a sheep that has it? Maedi Visna.
So Maedi Visna can be transmitted through colostrum and milk, but it's not the highest risk of transmission, breathing infected air.
Go.
So shearing while sheep are pregnant is very, very low risk as a cause of miscarriage, unless handling is very, very rough. The lambs are well protected inside the middle of the yowl, so it's quite common for
Go. Lamb deformities.
Lamb deformities are definitely not caused by stress at shearing. They're likely to be caused by something early in pregnancy, and at this time of year in Ontario, Cache Valley virus is the main.
I don't get him here very often. He lives quite a haul away from me. So I kind of wanted to make the most of his time, and when he was taking blood, he just was taking blood. We didn't do a lot of talking. And for anyone that knows Rex, that's a feat if he doesn't talk. So we got those bloods done really quick. He is so efficient. And I love the fact that when he was done taking blood, you would never know he took blood. There was no drippings, there was no blood. The one thing we did notice, I have one ewe that has had this great big abscess. I tried to investigate in it about, I don't even know, and I didn't get anything out of the needle. He didn't either, but he was able to get the stuff out of his needle. I thought it was just blood, and he's like, nope, there's pus in that. So he popped that abscess, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna actually show that footage or not. It was really graphic. I got the professional, so no one can yell at me this time.
So first we prove it's pus by sticking a needle in it.
Yep. And no pus. Get Lucy.
Pus.
Pus. So now we're doing a little oh my god. Our wool loss. We have come to the conclusion that indeed we have bugs, we have lice. That does coincide. I gave him the whole history. So the best thing, if you have a good vet, be honest about everything. Like if you screwed up, let them know, because that's all part of figuring out what's wrong with your flock. I ran out of lice treatment here, I think halfway through my summer shearing, and I got busy in the fall, forgot all about ordering another case of it. So basically starting in the fall, these ewes have been starting to I've just noticed a lot of wool loss. And lice was at the top of my mind because I knew I had screwed up. So I have had lice in the past. That's why I got on this program, on this system. I always seem to have more wool loss with the rams, and that's likely because they don't get sheared as much and they don't get that treatment as much. So I think now I'm going to figure out a system to make this lice treatment happen more than once a year, especially for my rams, because I think it starts there. And then I think they're the ones that infect the ewe when they're breeding. The breeding ewe starts lambing. They get stressed out by lambing, and I think they flare up. So I had a lot of like baldish, nakedish ewes lambing. Definitely had them in the group that I just weaned. So like that just got bred here. So everything, it's kind of all lining up, and he agreed with the diagnosis that it is lice. The wool picking, he said, that is them scratching. And I'm like, you mean the other ewes? And he said, no, that they can reach. So they're turning around and scratching themselves. I said, so he said, you will see other ewes pick away, but he said most of what I'm seeing is probably them scratching and them picking like a dog or a cat when they're scratching fleas. So that answered kind of the wool loss question. Maedi Visna is a whole nother beast. This is kind of step one as we go down this journey. What he's going to do, he's going to go back. This is going to get tested. And in a couple weeks when he gets the results, all he's going to tell me is my level of occurrence. Like how much Maedi Visna in a group of 100 or 99. I think we had 99 in this group. How many in a group of 100 do I have? He's not going to tell me who has it. he will have that information. He scanned every ewe as they went through. He has a scanner. So he's going to hold on to the individual information until after I wean my lambs and I come up with a set of data. So between lambing data and weaning data, I'm going to have some stuff. So whether it's like, you know, maybe a ewe had twins. One twin did really good. The other twin was a little runt the whole time. Or mom was really slow coming into her milk at like maybe I have that written down at lambing time. Just certain observations I see between lambing time and at weaning time. We're going to see if that correlates to them being positive or negative for Maedi Visna. We're going to figure out a way of measuring the economic cost of having Maedi Visna. Are we eliminating it? We're not doing that yet. Elimination is its own kind of nightmare because I can get rid of, say there's only 5 in this group that have it. I can get rid of those 5, but by the time I figure out who they are and get rid of them, they are already spreading it. So when your flock already has Maedi Visna, you're already in hot water. And unless I want to disperse this whole flock and start over again, that's heartbreaking to me. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'll keep you up to date as I know more stuff. This isn't a road I wanted to go down at all. But with sheep does come issues, whether we want to talk about them or not. And I'm just here to be the guinea pig and to talk about the things that go wrong. That's kind of what I do. It's kind of my shtick, I guess. Other than that, he thought the flock looked good. As good as Rex would ever say that my flock looks good. We had great conversations. Yeah, it's really nice to have a vet that cares about the sheep side. I think more and more, especially in Ontario, sheep farming is a big deal, and it's becoming more and more. It's becoming more mainstream, I guess, as the years go on here, and I think the vets are taking sheep farming more seriously. And not only that, they will take it seriously if we as farmers start to take it seriously. So when people like bombard me with questions and DMs, I'm always like, have you talked to a vet first? Because it's so important to create that relationship. I can't give you the information that my vet gives me because we have that patient-client relationship. Sometimes it's really hard for me not to share and help another farmer when it comes to dosages and what I use, but I have to be very careful because these are definitely custom made for my flock. So anyways, I'm really tired. I think Mark is on his way home. I just talked to Jess, so I'm feeling a little less lonely. Last night I was kind of bored and kind of lonely. My little sidekick this week, only because Mark's not here. Wanna go? Goodness. After you, Queen. Fish?
Yes, I caught 2 or 3 walleye or pickerel and like 10 perch.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Did you eat them all?
We did actually.
Nice. You ready for this? I give you my heart.
Your achy breaky heart?
Look at how good that is!
So you're better at bigger ones?
Well, they're just... It was just my second one, so I'm just better at my second one.